Alright, welcome back. Gonna be playing some Dragon Age Origins, obviously. Sorry I haven't streamed this in a tad. I was playing other things with my friends. So, where we left off was I was just leaving Lothering after having finished most of the quests, I think, here. If not all of them, at least most of them. Yeah.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
Oh boy. These two are merchants, if I remember correctly. My mouse cord is getting stuck. I'd like you to be frozen. Oh, goodness gracious. That's not too bad. Sure.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Uh-huh. I guess. I suppose it's real shit. You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur.
Ah.
This here is my son, Sam.
It took me
Say hello, my boy.
a long
Road's
time to
been mighty
complete this
dangerous
game.
these days. Mind if I
But that
ask
was
what
probably
brings
just because
you
I was
out
being
here?
slow. I'm
After
not
going
entirely
somewhere?
sure how long this game is. It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer. There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now
Bye.
then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Google says it's like 120 hours. But it took me, I think, a little longer than that when I was playing. It's a pretty long game. Inquisition is like 7 times longer, though. It's super long. I've never actually finished Inquisition, which is the newest Dragon Age game. Yes, I would like to venture forth.
Bad dreams, huh?
Yep. Seems surreal.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Oh boy. Why didn't Duncan just tell everybody?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right?
I'm
Let's pull up
definitely
camp
okay
and
with
get a move
that.
on.
Alright. Oh, hello. You got a little exclamation mark. Hello.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden.
Hey, how's it
Did
going?
Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
No. Yeah, I'm Violet. I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
I think this is DLC content. What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
What a thing to do. I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
You couldn't just go there by yourself?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back.
Is there a
So I went
reward
to
for
Duncan,
what?
I did.
This DLC
And
quest?
said
I
that
think
he
so.
could reclaim the old base, and my family could have its honor.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caleb. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
I'll have to think about this. Farewell. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that directly
It's good to see you, my
takes you
timely
there,
rescuer.
but I'd rather not find out.
Bodon Fennec at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yeah, sure. Have you been following us?
Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot,
What a word.
so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
Free stay, just mind yourselves. What are you selling exactly? Let me see your wares, Warden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
My favorite Dragon Age game, Dragon Age 2. I love Dragon Age 2. I don't know if that's a very common opinion. I don't think it is, but I absolutely love it. I mean, at least this has like super high restrictions. Yeah, I do not have the coin for that. Yo, I'll take these free gifts that are totally not DLC items, so I can't use any of them. Okay. I think I have a chest somewhere, and I'll put that in the chest because I just remembered that I'm not using DLC items. Isn't there a chest somewhere? I could have sworn there was. I guess not. Yo, how's it going?
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see your wares.
I'm
I'm gonna
sure
sell
you'll
you
be
back this
pleased with the
DLC
goods
stuff.
my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh, playthrough's going well. I just exited Lothering, so we're now at the first campsite. Yeah. Yeah. Oops, no. Yeah, going pretty well. Met up with Morana, Liliana, and Alistar. Yeah, I think you were here for the wilds. I think you were there then.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Oh, I just had water go down the wrong pipe. That's not good. What enchantment does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment.
And there you have it.
I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment.
Just because I want to see what I can do. Right. So the Oathkeeper, I think, is the only thing that isn't DLC. Okay. Hello.
Oh, why, you little...
Fucking Alice. What? What? No, I clicked the wrong one.
Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
He's warning. He could have taken a hand off. There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Love you, Charlie. Alright, I'm gonna leave. Oh yeah, I also got Sten. That's right.
Yes.
Indeed.
I think. Let's go with the dog. Why not? All right. There's a whole lot of places. I'm gonna go to Redcliffe though. Wait 1 second. Yeah, let's go to Redcliffe.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry.
The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Oh, okay.
Which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard. That's amazing. Yeah,
Ah, yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often.
it does.
I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. I think I can understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow.
Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Oh. Did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
But you are an heir to the throne, right?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. Now, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard, oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
I will make this hell for you. Death root, death root. Oh, hello.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Sure. What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arl Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
Could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Sure. Look at those graphics.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They're obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well?
I
Pleasure
sure
to meet
am.
you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Of course we'll help.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why
This
not?
means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired.
It's good
Then
XP.
return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
Have you seen you have seen some of Arl Eamon's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Their search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Yes, I
question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Won't that look cowardly?
I'm not here for glory. I would prefer being outside, but Perth has a point. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
So what happens after this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries. All I know is these things don't fall easily. You hack them to pieces and still they come.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Oh. I don't know.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl.
Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
Let us pray.
Is there anything in here that I can just
Blessed
like
art
loot?
thou who exists
Why
in the
haven't
Maker's
Mother and
sight.
Father
Blessed
returned
art
yet?
thou who seeks his forgiveness.
They're
Blessed
gone,
art thou
dear
who
boy.
seeks his
Gone on
return.
a long...
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed for
Oh, there it is. I knew there was something in here I could activate. Yes! Demonic possession. That seems like a
Am I
foreshadowing.
bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You alright? Why are you crying? What is she crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone. I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
What would you give to find him? Jesus! I'm down. It's the
I have
reward?
nothing. Everything we owned is in our house. If you found my brother, I would be eternally grateful. Oh, please, couldn't you look for him? I'm begging you.
Where would he go?
I thought he'd be at home, but he never came when I called him. If he doesn't come back tonight, I'm just so afraid for him.
Alright. It's time to find a missing child.
What is that smell? Fish? And something else. Oh, more fish.
Nice. I like it.
No sign of him coming back to the castle.
I'm curious if like the deathroot flower is useful for anything, because obviously like the deathroot is just like the root. But like, is the flower useful for anything?
It will be done.
No swimming. I legit can't swim, so you're lucky today. Those are so weird. Those like bottoms to those pillars. Hello.
Yes. Allow me.
I
could do that
completely
for you.
forgot that you exist. Ooey.
Be done.
I'm just gonna raid these people's houses. I'm a good person. Hello. You approach the dresser, something moves inside. You're a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. Hello? Is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home.
That's
This
true.
is my home. My home, you hear me?
Brevin? Or Bevan? It's just put an extra R in there. Bevan, is that you?
How do you know my name?
I'm magical. I mean, that's true, but I spoke to your sister in the chantry.
Did she tell you to take me back to the chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why do you hate the chantry so much?
Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. Alright, I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the chantry if you really want.
Your sister is looking for you, you know.
I just didn't want to be at the chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
Is this your house? Yeah.
Yes. It was my mother's house. She's dead now. And Caitlin
Aw,
said
that
we have to
perfectly
move away
timed
if we
whine
survive.
from dog. So what were you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Persuade, are you sure? Maybe I could help you.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where's the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that sword to help the village. I'm just gonna steal from a kid.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people.
I'll do my
I should
best.
go back to the chantry. Good luck.
Thanks, man. Alright. Hello. Hello. There it is. The green blade. It's actually not too bad. How's that in comparison? It's better. Here you go. It's pretty normal to me.
setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met. Almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You are loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, alright. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
I love the dog banter.
I shall.
What a small shield. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second, everybody. Hello, who are you?
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Hello, sexist motherfucker. I am a mage as well, if that makes a difference.
Well, no, that's just great. As if we weren't nervous enough as it was. Now we've got magic too. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have good faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here.
Do you have like 2 different voice actors? Why do you keep like switching in and out? What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Nobody else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Who are you?
I'm the bloody blacksmith, and this is my shop. There's nothing of interest here anymore, whoever you are. So you best move along.
Persuade, I'd like to speak with you. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Deal.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
Oh my god,
So
Alistair.
I'll let you in. You wanted to talk? Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Violet, a Grey Warden helping Ban Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that.
What does an
Anyhow,
elf sound like?
My name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
So you intend to drink yourself to death?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe
really
someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
And what if she's dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
Fair enough. What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough.
Okay.
Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you, I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do, relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Alright. Loving all these +1s I'm getting for Liliana.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Okay. What do you know about what's going on?
You mean why are these creatures attacking the village?
Yeah.
Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Arlessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Valena she was imagining things. But maybe the Arlessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
Possibly. Alright. What else did your daughter
She
say?
thought the Arlessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it. Though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me. And I can't do anything about her warnings now.
What do you know about the Arlessa?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
You think the Arlessa made Arl Eamon sick?
I'd never make such accusations. But maybe, if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did it that.
Have you told anyone about this?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I paid more heed to my girl.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Alright, I should go.
Find my Velena. That's all I want.
Will do. Man, there's not much to loot in here.
No, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Hello.
Evan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
About the sword I found in your home.
Evan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Perhaps I could pay you something for it?
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
So I have... Screw it. Here. 500 silver.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it.
No.
Thank you again.
It will be done.
Now I want to go to... yeah, I need to do this. Let's see. Years.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
It's true. Who was I supposed to talk to? Sir Perth. Mill to the north. Where am I going? What? Next station near the windmill. I guess it's there?
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
Castle. All is still, as it has been for days.
Ooh, windmill, of course. I once took a ride on the sails of a windmill. Didn't turn out well.
Don't... I recommend that you don't ride on this one, because I don't know if you'll hit anything soft. Or near.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Bantigan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
That's fine, just Call me Grey Warden, for that's what I am.
Grey Warden it is, then. And thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle. Or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with a Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
You mentioned something about an urn?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Arl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
What did the Arlessa believe? Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Arl once employed a scholar, Brother Denativi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there, or transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Want to discuss something else?
As you wish.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own palace. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I have some questions for you.
Ask
I don't
me
know if that's
whatever
true.
you wish.
Oh, I do. Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
What about the tavern?
Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
You mentioned something about an urn? I already did that. Tell me about the quest for the Sacred Urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. We knights volunteered to seek it out.
Carry on. Moving on. That's a thing I captured. Hello. Research your house for things before I talk to you.
What is it?
I want you to unlock this for me. Crap. Hello.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Nothing for now.
Very well.
See you later. I got really far away from my microphone. I should probably scoot back up in my chair. Hello?
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
How's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, speak to Owen. He may not have much in stock yet, though.
Is there anything? Is there nowhere to actually buy or sell things?
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Tell me what's happening here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here.
Do you know anything about the Arl's illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
I want to discuss something else.
There's not much time before sundown.
I'll be back.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
It's good. I'm glad. Nice. Love the working auto walk. Hello.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. It's very
really know who
quiet.
you're talking
Says his
about,
name's
but-
Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
So, how has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
Fair enough. You could leave if you had some help.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
Oh boy. How about not ending up at another tavern?
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say.
Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
I should go.
Keep safe.
I'll do my best. Probably won't, though. Hello.
Not looking for company.
Shouldn't you be with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Then what are you doing here?
Just waiting until I can leave again.
I hear you're Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous. Why is that?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all.
Said you were waiting for your brother?
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
Why aren't you helping to fight?
I was told I didn't have to. I stay in the chantry at night, and I come here to be alone, that's all. Look, you're very pretty and all, but I was told to... just leave me alone.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
Persuade, this would be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they? Who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Red Clifton. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
This is totally fine. Just... yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take a break for a second. We'll be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was very off in the distance.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than an ante from the hall.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
It's his ale. He can charge what he wants. Better you should be drunk. What? Better you should be drunk for the coming battle? I guess.
I was drunk for the last 2 fights, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If you fought those things, you'd know.
Lloyd is charging us for coin we don't even got anymore. Nobody's working right now. We're all just trying to survive.
Ah, what difference does it make? He won't care.
Fair enough.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Who are you anyway?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many elves out here. You're a runaway from the city.
A runaway? Couldn't I just be a traveler?
No, I suppose you could. Never thought about it, really. Something else I can get for you?
Charlie, what are you doing? What you doing there? Right. See what you have.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
True. But I need to sell you some things.
Hey, what can I get you?
I hear you're charging the militia for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Money won't help you if you're dead.
Hey, there's no need for that kind of talk. That's murder.
No, that's... Would anyone
Hey,
miss
look,
you?
see, 80 silvers. I could pay you to protect me. There's no need for any unpleasantness.
It's a little round. Yeah. I only protect something I own, understand me?
Yes, of course. You could be part owner. No, full owner. Anything you need. Here's 80 silvers as your share of the profits. What else can I get your partner?
All right. How's business in my tavern?
Business is dead. Dead, dead, dead.
Cool. I should go.
Right. Have a nice day, partner.
Yep. I'm your owner, but sure. Well, tavern.
Can't believe I'm still alive. I guess that could change tonight. Maker, help us all.
All right. I guess I'm not giving them free ale, but that's fine.
Nice to see you again, partner.
You're charging
Why
them.
shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Bruce Wade, think of the goodwill you'll earn. Oh yeah, actually this.
Right, almost forgot about that. Well, they can have their ale for morale purposes and such.
Damn straight.
Right then, you men over there, drinks are on the house. All militia drink for free.
Oh, you're a saint, Lloyd. Ha ha!
If them creatures don't kill me, I swear they'll bleed me dry. What else can I get your partner?
I should go.
Right. Have a nice day, partner.
Yeah, he's a little round.
As you say.
I think that's everything. So I don't have enough levels to open a lot of these chests.
I hear you got the tavern serving the militia free ale now.
Damn straight.
But I don't favor my men being drunk come sundown. I suppose it helps morale to have their minds taken off what's to come. You have my thanks. The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Is there anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Carry on then.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Well, you have a better one once I find whoever this guy is. Where is it? That's by the lake. Is it this one? Yeah.
Very well.
Door is locked and looks like it's been recently repaired. Lockpick. Yep. Knock on the door. Hello? Break open the lock. That'll work.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I apologize. Didn't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
No. I'll put in a good word for you with Bantigan or the Arl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Yeah. What's in here? Is there anything in here? Doesn't look like it. That is so empty.
Repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Yeah. I'd like to talk about Dwin.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I'd like to discuss something else.
There's not much time before sundown.
How's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. My men are getting free drinks at the tavern. I suppose it's better to drown your fears rather than go mad waiting for certain death. I'm tempted to have a few ales myself. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I'll be back.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out.
Well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
Alrighty then. Alright, and I think there was something said about getting a blessing from you? Yep.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
You're welcome. Is there a reason I shouldn't help?
Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
So how safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Van Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I already said I was going to defend the village. Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
Fair enough. Can't you just bless them? I don't know how it works.
I can pray with them and give them my blessing. But Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Persuade, but if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection.
I am a good
now,
person.
Please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Yes, I would also like you to bless me, because...
What is it you need, child?
For no reason other than I want to exhaust your
You
dialogue
would?
options.
That is, I mean, of course. I'd be happy to. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Awesome. Alright, let's go help Sir Perth. I'm gonna spend like the 2 hours that I'm gonna spend streaming just like walking around. And I'm totally okay with that.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
What is your status?
Although we are far better equipped than Murdoch and his villagers, we knights are too few. Things will be grim after sundown. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Well, Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards
You know,
to
like
Mother Hannah for seeing some
plate
sense of
armor,
life.
like what you have. That'd be better protection. Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Yeah, I've done it. Liliana disapproves. Phooey. Whatever. I'll deal with a -5. Alright, I think everything is ready, so I'm gonna do a new save.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'm ready to take my stand.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
I think I'm good. I think I've done everything. I'm ready.
Good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
Okay. And go! There's only one person. Oh my goodness. Somebody else getting part of that watching club show. Oh, whatever. Oh goodness. Liliana is dead, my dog is dying. This is bad. You need to drink up health. Please go away. I don't think I made any Mabari treats. That's not good. Yep, there goes my dog. Oh, that's the issue. I don't have any rock armor. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and I like it. Best way to play. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of people. I'm dead. I appear to have not actually been ready. And this is why we save before doing anything.
It's time, men. Know that we fight for the Maker and are ours.
That's a better use of that fireball. Okay, you put your shield up. You use run and place weapon. No, my dog. Abilities, so let's use this. They're going to switch. I am also very close to that.
From the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Oh no! Knight, stay here and guard the path.
Come on! We need to hurry!
Let's do that, and then oh man, look at all of that stuff. That gives us a lot more time. Oh. He said it should be immune to my damage, so. I'd exactly say that's my favorite thing. damage. Why is nobody else fighting? I'm just gonna take all of this stuff. I like it. Oh, my inventory's full. That's not good. Who's shouting? Oh. That's an issue. I don't think I can get enough off of my... Oh, there it goes.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious.
Somehow got through it.
And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
I hope we'll be discussing your rewards soon then. Let's just keep going with the fact that my person's really greedy. There's still much to do, Bantegan. That's much more.
Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe,
That's about right.
Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
So let it be. And this remains
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Alrighty then. Yeah, and they cleaned up the bodies, so I can't get any of the loot that was here. Big sad. Alright. I think I want to put it into... 1 second. Okay, so I need... that. And then I want... What do I get? This'll do. Alright, if I'm being honest, I'm getting pretty tired. It's pretty late where I am. And so I'm actually probably going to wrap up here. I know it was a pretty short stream, but yeah. Thanks. Good night. Yeah. See everybody. And I hope you enjoyed watching me. Bye-bye.